what's happening right now inside everybody is they're going, who am I? And they're depressed, you know, a lot of people, because they're trying to hold up an image in the world. And that's what depression is. You know, people go like, oh, Jim's been depressed and stuff. Well, yeah, I was depressed when I was trying to be the Wizard of Oz instead of the sweaty guy behind the curtain. Everybody walks around and they go like, why am I depressed? Well, it's because you're trying to be something for the world, you know, and as soon as you know, let that go, better things happen because they're just happening, but it's not, you know, now it's just sadness. You know, sadness comes, happiness comes, it's weather that flies by in the sky. It doesn't sit on you long enough to drown you.
If you start to feel like you are twisting things around you and you start to feel like there is no sunlight around you and you are paralyzed with fear, you have to be able to cope with it. I mean, I present this very cheery, bubbly person, but I also do a lot of work. I do a lot of introspective work, and I check in with myself when I need to exercise, and I, you know, got on a prescription when I was really young to help with my anxiety and depression, and I still take it today, and I have no shame in that. Talk to your doctor, talk to a psychologist, see how you want to help yourself.
You got stressed, you blew out at your weakest point. That's what happens when you get stressed. If there's something out there that might help you, it's like, try it, for God's sake. You'll know in a month. If you're sick, you do what is necessary to get better, and you leave your pride behind if you have to.
It was a couple of years of just thinking I can do it on my own, and you can't. That's the bottom line. I can do this, I can stop. And you really think you can, and then you realize, I need help. And that's the operative word.
You know, for me, like I saw myself as letting so many people down, and me, myself in particular, and that's hard to carry. And you know, I think over those 3 or 4 days where I didn't want to leave my room, I didn't want to talk to anybody, I finally realized that I can ask for help, and it's okay to not be okay. And for me, that's what changed my life.
It's not that bad right now, but I can recognize that if I don't act on it, it will become that way. So, and instead of even getting to a point where I thought I needed some kind of intervention, I was able to stop myself and go, this is going to pass.
Those secrets kill. The secret of keeping all that to yourself and putting on that mask that'll eat away at you daily, it ate away at me daily.
Sometimes I don't want to be strong. Sometimes the weight is just too much, you know? And to put on that facade like you're strong all the time, that's exactly what it is, a facade. That's whack. You have to be human. And human means you're vulnerable.
How often do you still battle with depression?
I have to constantly bring myself out of it. Like I wake up depressed, but like I'm like, okay, now I know my steps, because like you learn from real. Like now I have to go outside and be in the sun for a little bit, or go for a walk, or like start the day this way. It's all just programming yourself to trick your brain.
Well, depression doesn't discriminate. And I thought that that was an important part of the narrative, if I was going to share a little bit of my story of the past, is that, you know, regardless of who you are or what you do for a living or where you come from, it doesn't discriminate. And we all kind of go through it, and you got to talk about it, and you're not alone. I was an only child, and I kept that bottled in.
Yeah.
Like deep down. It wasn't good.
But a lot of people might project this image onto me that I have it all, or I'm, you know, but you know, that sort of thing, it doesn't discriminate. You know, it gets anyone from any sort of walk of life, and it's, you know, for me, it was just talking about it sort of destigmatizes it. Talking about it for me has helped.
I don't want to, at this point, to be running from anything. I want to sit in it, I want to feel it, I want to get through the rough night. And I found in doing so, you come out the other side with a more profound understanding of yourself, a greater gratefulness for those in your life, and the birds and the trees and everything else.